Need to gas up before we drive to the North Shore. Today, we are driving to the end of 550, just a few miles past the town of Hanalei on the North Shore of Kauai. We are looking for a dry and a wet cave. The drive from Kapa'a to the North Shore only took about an hour from our hotel. This is Manini Holo Dry Cave. It's located across from Haina Beach Park on Kauai's North Shore. This dry cave is easily accessible as it is located right on the main highway. It is at the bottom of a steep cliff and is about 300 yards deep. Its high roof lowers as you walk further to the back of it. This is where you'll also see a small opening. Nice and cool in here. The interior of the cave used to be larger in the past, but when the tsunami hit in 1957, the waves carried sand into the cave and partially filled it. Get slower? Okay. Okay, I found an entrance. Let's go. Okay, here we go. This is Waiakanaloa Wet Cave. This is the easiest of the two wet caves to access. Sea caves are formed by thousands of years of ocean waves pounding against the lava, eventually etching out a cavern. At one time, the ocean was up to this point. The water in these wet caves is fed by springs seeping through the porous lava and is extremely cold. This is the wet cave. Legend states that these caves were built by Pele, the volcano goddess, for her lover. But when they filled with water, she abandoned them. Another cave just up the road, the Waikapale Cave, was used in the filming of Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. This is the Eucalyptus digluta. It's a tall tree, commonly known as the rainbow eucalyptus, Mindanao gum, or rainbow gum. The unique multi-hued bark is the most distinctive feature of the tree. Patches of the outer bark are shed annually at different times, and it shows a bright green inner bark. This then darkens and matures to give blue, purple, orange, and then maroon tones. When we first arrived on Kauai, we chartered a helicopter and we noticed this beautiful secluded beach and asked the pilot for directions how to get there. He told us it was at the very end of Route 50. The road to the park was great. When we arrived, we realized it was a place where we could relax. Welcome to Polihale State Park. This is the area where Enterprise Car Rentals told us never to go. It seemed the locals are not too friendly with the haoles. We were there all afternoon. We got along with the locals just fine. This is a private island dedicated to preserving Hawaiian culture. It is called Ni'ihau. It's located 17 miles off the west coast of Kauai. As you can imagine, life on the island is simple, tranquil, and blissfully uneventful. Okay, it was time to jump into that emerald blue Pacific Ocean. The water was just great. And at one point, Phyllis decided to join me. noticing this cliff and rocky shore. It seemed to be calling me over to investigate the area. Maybe later. Niihau, it is 72 square miles and is the smallest of the Hawaiian inhabited islands. It is a private island that has largely remained unburdened by the influence of the outside world. There are no roads, no hotels or restaurants. The 250 residents, which are mostly Hawaiian descent, live without electricity. King Kamehameha IV put Niihau up for sale in 1863, and Kauai resident Elizabeth Sinclair bought the island for $10,000. Today, Sinclair's descendants, the Robinson family, continue her commitment to maintain Niihau's Hawaiian culture. We left the beach and ventured off to the cliffs and came upon this memorial for Peter. I'm not sure how Peter met his demise, but we contributed to his memorial and said a few words. We moved the vehicle a little closer to the rocks, just in case Enterprise Rental was right.
Hang in there, brother.
Further on up the beach, Phyllis found this memorial to maybe a god?
Stars shine down on your heavenly body.
Very good.
I'm not sure how long this is going to stand, but I had to contribute. Man, if I had my ropes with me, I would try to rappel down to that lava tube. I wonder how many people have actually been in there. It's later on in the afternoon, so we decided to get back in the vehicle and drive south to our hotel.
Now we gotta find our way out of here.
Let's see if this Hyundai can climb this sand dune. Yep, no problem. On our way back, we thought we'd stop in Princeville to have some lunch. This area was named in honor of an 1860 visit by Prince Albert Kamehameha, son of King Kamehameha IV, and Queen Emma. It was then a plantation owned by Robert Wiley. He named another part of the plantation Emmaville, but that name didn't stick. Originally, the land was planted with coffee, which was not suited for the wet lowlands. Another quaint little town we passed through was the town of Hanalei.
When you see Hanalei by moonlight, you will be in heaven by the sea. Every breeze.
Another interesting area on the North Shore is Hanalei Bay.
You are mine, don't ever.
We got a spectacular view of Hanalei Bay on our helicopter ride. And it's now time to say goodbye to Hanalei Bay. Well, back at the hotel now, we thought we'd go out, sit on our patio, and have a cold one with our friends. It's our last night here on Kauai. We had an outstanding dinner at the Waipouli restaurant on 4-771 Kihio Highway, just across the street from the Castle Mokihana. I highly recommend this restaurant. Great people from Okinawa, and they have great food, portions, and prices. So, whenever in Kapaha, visit the Waipouli restaurant. Boy, if that doesn't sound like an advertisement. We will be flying back to Oahu in the morning and checking into the Hilton Hawaiian Village in Waikiki for 3 more days. Then we start our voyage back to central Maine. Kauai has a charm all of its own. I will always remember Kauai. So join us on our next video. Thank you for viewing.